Hello guys, welcome to this video. So in this video we will look at a new build and compiler of JavaScript which is called as Snowpack. It's a new tool in the market and it's a great alternative to bundlers and compilers such as Webpack, Parcel, Browserify, Rollup. So it actually differs from these other compilers such that the build speed is pretty faster, and I personally used it and I can just show you. This is actually a project right here which uses SAS and ES6 JavaScript using import statements. We are using third-party Node.js modules such as Lodash, and this is actually a YouTube thumbnail Node.js module which actually downloads a YouTube video thumbnail. So we have this JavaScript code, and this is actually a SAS code, and I will show you how to compile this into a code that is understandable by the browser. So we have a simple command that we need to run, npm run build. So this will actually compile all these project into a public folder. So npm run build. So as I execute this command, you will see that on the left hand side the build process is completed, and you will see a build folder has been created. And actually it differs from Webpack. It doesn't minify your actual code. You can see the code remains constant, and also this JavaScript code. So it actually remains constant. This code is not minified, but instead the modules which are used, the Node.js modules that we imported, YouTube thumbnail, this is Lodash package, it actually created a new directory called as underscore Snowpack. And inside this directory, these modules are being splitted into different files. So each module has its own file. You can just see Lodash has its own file. YouTube thumbnail downloader has its own file. So we have actually used these two components, these two modules, third-party modules. So it has actually converted them into their individual files, so that now if I rebuild the project, the build process will be pretty faster. So it is really useful when you have a large project, if you are using a very large dependencies. So it will actually it will not bundle all your code into a single file. Rather, it will split your code into multiple files, so that when you build your project, the speed of the build process will be pretty faster. So solutions such as Webpack, they actually bundle all your code into a single JavaScript file, but instead of that, Snowpack actually split all your components into different files, and then it actually loads them like this. You will see we are importing this Lodash package, this is a YouTube thumbnail downloader, and now you can simply run this file. This is actually the index.html file, and here you can include the main CSS, style CSS. You can run this by simply uploading them to a hosting plan, and now you can just see it runs as usual. So it also comes with the development server as well. So while you are developing, you can run this command npm run dev, sorry, npm run start. So it will start a development server. So now you can just see it has started the development server on http localhost 3000. So now while you are developing the project, you will open this server, and if you make any sort of change, let's suppose in the SAS, let me change the background color of the body, so it instantly refreshes. You will see the build process is pretty faster as compared to Webpack, Parcel, Rollup, all these other build bundlers or compilers. This Snowpack is really fast, and you can just see any property you can change. It's really fast. You will see instant refresh. You can add JavaScript code, you can add SAS code. If you just see, auto refreshes there. So we will try to implement this from scratch. You can get the full source code used in this video. The link is given in the description. You can find my GitHub repo and you can clone this. And now to get started, we will create a new project, Snowpack project. I will simply open this inside VS Code. So currently you will see the directory is empty. Now we just need to initialize the package.json file. So inside this we need to install two modules as a dev dependency. So dash d, and we will be installing the Snowpack, which is actually the base bundler compiler. And then we just need to install a plugin which will actually handle the SAS part. So @Snowpack, and it has a plugin to actually compile the SAS into CSS. So plugin SAS, SASS. This is actually the plugin @Snowpack plugin SAS. So that's all, these two packages you need to install it. So here we can create a source folder where we will write our actual code, and here we will be having the index.js, which will be the main file, and then we can have a folder where we can have our SAS file. So we can just create style.sas, and also we will have a index.html file. So here we do need to create a Snowpack config file, config. So you can just see the icon will change. This is actually a Snowpack config.js file. So here you will be writing the code to actually configure Snowpack. So it actually uses a function export default, and it actually returns an object right here. Inside this you can actually provide the plugins in the plugins array. You can add as many plugins as you want, but in this case we only need to compile the SAS. So in single quotes we will write Snowpack at plugin SAS. So we have included this plugin which will actually compile the SAS into CSS. So we have added this plugin right here. The second property it takes is the mount, and this is actually an object, and here you need to provide the location in which the code is located, in which you need to compile and bundle. So URL you will put like this, and then you need to provide the location. So it is present, it will actually create a public folder, and the URL will be this, and static just put a true variable. So it takes a boolean parameter static to true. So it will create your actual dist directory as public directory where all your code will be located. So directory will be built, and then it takes after this mount we have a development server and this dev options. So while you are developing your project locally, we can actually start a development server on port number 3000, and this will be opening. If you want to open it directly, you can put true here. So this means that as you just just execute the command, the browser will automatically open. So now we have the build options property, build options. So when you build your project, what directory you need to create? So we need to create a build directory. So this will actually create a build directory whenever you build your project. If you want the source map file as well, in most cases we do need to have a source map file. You put here true, and if you want to minify your code, you will say true. So when you build your project, all your source code will be minified. So these are all the properties, guys, which are there in Snowpack. Very simple configuration file you need to create before you compile your project. Now you can install any third-party Node.js module. Let's suppose I use any module, Lodash, and the second module I will use is YouTube thumbnail downloader. You can use any third-party module, so which is required for your application. So sorry, the spelling of downloader is incorrect. Let me correct. Downloader. Downloader. Sorry, downloader. So now it is installed. So we can actually, inside your JavaScript, we can import these modules. So import from Lodash, and we need to import the style sheet as well, style.scss. So we can import it the style sheet, and then we also need to YouTube thumbnail downloader HT. We have imported both these modules, and now we can use them. So you can simply use the lodash module. It contains actually this method. You can split your array into multiple things. So the second argument two. So two elements will be splitted. So these two. So three arrays will be created. And then you will use this module of YouTube thumbnail downloader. And here you need to provide the YouTube video link. So I will simply paste it. So all this will be console log when you run this. So YouTube thumbnail downloader HT. And now for the SAS, we can write some basic SAS code. We can declare a variable primary color and just make the body background primary color. You can just write your SAS code. I'm just showing for example. And now in the HTML, we just need to include this SAS file. We can just include main.css, which will get created. And for the script tag, we can include script source main.js, and it is of type module. So it's a yes module because we are using import statements right here. That's why we need to put this attribute type is equal to module. So now we can run this build script. You just need to go to package.json and just inside you can add two scripts right here. First is the build script. Second will be the development script, which so for the build script, what we will do, so we have Snowpack. Directly we'll write Snowpack build. This is for the build, and Snowpack dev. So this is the development script. So these are the two scripts. So what I will do, I will come to the command line and simply run npm run dev. So now it will start the development server on localhost 3000. It will compile and bundle all your HTML, SAS, JavaScript. For the very first time, it will take some time. It is saying that export default unexpected token. Let me see, export default. Okay, we haven't imported Snowpack, so you do need to import this at the very top. So we need to import Snowpack right here at the very top. Export default. I think this file is named as MJS, not JS, MJS. So just rename this file to MJS. I think it is saying that Snowpack dev options open is not of a type string. So I will just set it to none. So this will not open it automatically. We need to manually enter the URL. So it will compile your project. So now it is listening on localhost 3000. So we can visit. Now you can see your project. If you go to localhost 3000, it is saying that main.css is not found. We can remove this. Just remove this. It will get automatically added. You don't need to manually include this. npm run dev. I think okay, what I need to do here, I think it is present in the same folder. So we need to give the correct location in index.js. It is saying that not found. Let me just build the project first of all, npm run build. So what you will see, it will create a build directory. If you see on the left hand side, it will actually create a build directory, and it will create a Snowpack folder. So you just need to include the style sheet which is present in the same folder, style CSS. So it has compiled the SAS into the CSS. Now you can directly open this. So code, as you can see, whatever is written is compiled, and the link is given, guys, in the description. You can actually clone the GitHub repo. I think there is some kind of typo mistake I have done. That's why that development script is not working. So you can actually clone that script. When you run npm run dev, it will actually start your project in development mode like this. So the link is given in the description. So thank you very much for watching this video.